Well, I hope your summer has been absolutely amazing. The last couple of days of sunshine have sure put a cherry on the top for a lot of us. We're having some fun through the summer, and I know you have, just meeting as families, extended families, community pop-ups if you've been able to get to one. And we're looking forward to getting together again as a church family. I know we've asked you to remember and keep in mind August 9th as our penciled in date for start, but I'm here to tell you that for sure we're going to start on August 9th. We're going to put a little bit of a twist on it. If you remember, if you're able to come in July to our outdoor service, you'd experience just an amazing time on the grass where we got to lift our voices and worship to God, to hear from His Word, and actually visit with each other a little bit from cohort to cohort. It was just a lot of fun. It was a great setting. We thought there's no better way to kick off the summer, our relaunch time, than actually doing it outdoors with a couple more services. And so we think that for August 9th and 16th, that's what we're going to do out on the lawn. We're going to invite you to come. We're going to make room for more people. And if you register for it, you can come. We'll worship together. We'll see some faces we've never seen before for at least 4 months. And it's going to be a great time of just hearing from God's Word through Pastor Sean and Pastor Jordan Kavanaugh. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there on the 9th. You will need to register for that, and you can do that online. It'll be available this Sunday. But one more thing, we're not done. Because we're relaunching, it means on the 23rd, we're now moving the service inside. And we're going to have a great time from the 23rd on, meeting together in the 9 and 11 o'clock service, for which you can register too. And I think we can fit about 400, maybe 420 people into each of those services. So we're just looking for a great time of getting started and fellowshipping and worshiping together in this way. And I look forward to seeing you in August. I also want you to know that as we gather together, it takes a lot of wonderful people to host everyone that's coming. And while we use our skills as hosting to serve one another, I want you to know that when you step on the hospitality team, you're also serving those that come into our doors that have never, ever been to church before. And it's such an amazing privilege to see these people come, and they come with their hopelessness or their curiosity, and you get to greet them. And so we need people for this team. This team is short individuals right now, and it takes people of all ages to join. And it's a perfect way of how you can serve, and it's a great example of what it looks like to follow Jesus. So please sign up, help us out, and make sure that you participate. It's probably a once a month responsibility. Maybe responsibility is the wrong word. It's a once a month get to. And so I just look forward to having you join the team. Over the past number of weeks, we've been asked two main questions that just keep popping up all the time. One is, we get asked, so are we going to allow people that are 65 or over come to our services? And I want to tell you, yes, of course we are. Alberta Health Services would recommend that people over 65 and those with compromised health positions would not be involved in a lot of large crowds. But it is just a recommendation, and we know that it is a personal preference, and so we would ask that you make that decision yourself. The second question that we get is similar, but it kind of has two sides to it. And one is, so if I want to sing, do I have to wear a mask? And the flip side of that is, of course, are you going to make those people that want to sing wear a mask? And so we are bombarded with that question over and over again. Well, there's probably no simple answer. The simple answer, perhaps I would say, well, Alberta Health Services says they recommend a mask if you're going to sing, but it's not required. And we here at Crossroads, we're not going to make it mandatory, but we would say it's probably the best practice. But I got a better answer for you. When we come together as worshipers, we come to lift our voices, and we look forward to gathering together and hearing God's Word. I'm just so looking forward to August 9th and beyond, because I don't think there can be any sweeter time for us as a fellowship, as a church family, to come together and worship in this way. I know some of you are anxious for that. I'm anxious for it too. But I think when we come together, we have to recognize that everyone comes with differences of opinions. They come with their experiences. They come with strong opinions. They come with their thoughts. And a lot of us just come from a lot of different places. And when we think about what's the best response that we should have towards one another, you have to go to Philippians 2. We learned there that Christ shows us clearly. Paul talks about us being united with him. We're united with Christ in such a a unique way. And we are filled and experience Christ's compassion, his humility, and his kindness. And then Paul says, so remember, so you have received from Christ, so you should be like him in your response to one another. And so all of a sudden, this comes right down to rubber hit the road right here for where we're at. And we cannot come with our conceit. Paul uses the word conceit. I would say, well, it actually means I know what's best. I know what's best for me, and I know what's best for you. So we come with our predetermined judgments. Paul would say, please don't do that. Come with the openness that would say, this same mindset that Christ has of compassion, tenderness, and humility, where we actually think about the other's needs before we think of what we want or what we need. I'm asking that we come together and have that posture and have a lot of grace for each other, no matter what side of the fence or what pasture you may be in, that we can actually enjoy together the sweetness of God, worshiping him in whatever way that we personally feel, and at the same time consider the people that are to the left, to the right of us, that are in front of us and behind us. That's what I'm asking you today, and I think that's the better approach. Today, I ask you to do two things. One is that you would respect one another, as I'm just saying right now. And the second one is that you would serve. We need you on our teams, and we want you to sign up, and we're looking forward to you registering for our services coming up starting August 9th. I look forward to seeing you. It's going to be a great time.